Enjoy our Pitch's 60th birthday bash, but it doesn't end here. Next, take an inside look at some of the history-making, television-changing events that actually started here at WPIX on our 60th anniversary special. Thanks for watching. Welcome to WPIX's 60th birthday celebration. You know WPIX as the CW11, the station for great programs like the CW11 News, the CW Networks, America's Next Top Model, the Mets, and many of your favorite first-run and syndicated shows.
The floating hands do make a good point.
But what is it after 60 years that keeps WPIX still so young, fun, innovative, fresh, and vibrant? Behave yourselves. Work with me. In this special retrospective program, we'll take a look back at WPIX from the 50s through today and relive some of our most memorable broadcast moments, all of which have helped make the station iconic in stature, as well as a true representation of New York City. Who knows, you might even see something you didn't know about the New York station, affectionately nicknamed PIX. Over the past 60 years, a lot has changed. The city has grown, technology has improved, and the media has expanded drastically. But throughout all of this, WPIX has been here right on 42nd Street. Tonight, we showcase the best and brightest moments our station has provided over the years. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jim Watkins.
And I'm Connie Chong, welcoming you to Channel 11's Birthday Bash. I've had the privilege of reporting the news on PIX for 16 years. Many people thought an independent station wouldn't work in the city, that it couldn't excel, it couldn't compete, and it wouldn't even last 60 days. Well, we would like to thank you for helping us prove all those doubters and naysayers wrong.
That's right, we're a little station that could. And we have. We've been that movie station.
That baseball station.
The news station. And thanks to you, we become the New York station. So sit back and enjoy, and please join us in wishing WPIX a happy 60th birthday. As we stroll down memory lane, please know this program is dedicated to you, our viewers, who have made these last 60 years possible. Without further ado, let's begin. So where does WPIX originate from? Then and now, WPIX studios and offices are located in a news building at 220 East 42nd Street, commonly called 11 WPIX Plaza or PIX Plaza in Midtown Manhattan. The time, 1948. Harry S. Truman was president. The big movies that year were Hamlet, Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein, and Hitchcock's Rope. And surprisingly, New Yorkers were concerned about the subway fare hike going up to a whopping 10 cents that summer. Postage was 3 cents, and a gallon of gas could be had for 16 cents. Talk about the good old days. The FCC had also just granted the news permits to construct a television station for operation on Channel 11 under the temporary letter WLTV. So while the city enjoyed the start of the summer, the staff constructed the station and thought about finding it a fitting name. A contest was offered to station employees with a $100 prize for the best call letters. The contest was won by Vincent Krug, whose winning entry is shown here. The Daily News was a picture newspaper, and WPIX would provide a picture broadcast in black and white, of course.
Good. Well, then you wouldn't pick the Yankees to win it, well, John, yes and no.
By mid-June 1948, with its new call letters and a facility on 42nd Street, WPIX was ready to go on the air as the city's first independent station.
This is WPIX New York, Channel 11 on your dial.
Opening night spotlight swept over the Daily News building. John Tillman was first face exposed to Channel 11 viewers when the cameras went live on the night of June 15, 1948 at 7:30 p.m.
Gonna take you all down memory lane.
The station then launched into its star-studded inaugural with entertainers like Ed Sullivan, Basil Rathbone, Gloria Swanson, Irene Dunn, and Arthur Godfrey. WPIX went on the air with a new audience and only 3 sponsors. The station president, F.M. Flynn, outlined a new station policy to its viewers.
New York News is proud to become an active factor in this modern miracle of mass communication. The opportunities and responsibilities are recognized.
And recognized they were. Committed to news since its beginning, the station presented hourly news reports followed by PIX newsreel.
And now Telepix is on the air.
With Telepix's first on the scene, first on the screen motto, Telepix newsreel became a favorite as it actually showed the event of the day. With Telepix, Channel 11 became the first station to give newsreel footage an integral role as part of its newscast. In fact, within 2 months after the station went on the air, WPIX's Telepix newsreel show pulled a coup with its blanket coverage of the Democratic Convention in Philadelphia. And WPIX's live interview with presidential candidate Thomas Dewey was a major scoop for PIX at the 1948 Republican Convention also in Philadelphia. It was Dewey's first interview on television. The station was also strong, of course, right from the beginning. The station's association with Major League Baseball started only 21 days after the station first went on the air, when, on July 6, 1948, WPIX aired a game between rivals, the New York Giants and the Brooklyn Dodgers. By the end of the station's second year, PIX, with Madison Square Garden events added to the schedule, led all the New York stations in sports coverage, airing remote telecasts of baseball, Rangers hockey, football, Knicks basketball, boxing, wrestling, and stock car racing. Even dog shows aired on Channel 11. Looking to fill non-sports and news time periods, WPIX was the first station in New York to put movies on the air, with Night Out Theater and The Fifth Gun Movie. And local programming also included a little-known news columnist named Ed Sullivan, who would make his first TV appearance on PIX with his show Little Old New York, long before he was the toast of the town. WPIX was off to a great start, with lots of memorable moments to come.
The WPIX's 60th anniversary special is brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts, American Airlines, and Dodge Journey.
Last night, wishing WPIX happy birthday on your 60th birthday. PIX. Those are some of our favorite letters on Sesame Street, you know. And the number 11. If the house were here, he'd say, 1, 2, 11. Happy birthday.
Welcome back to WPIX's 60th anniversary special. WPIX is today the broadcast home of the New York Mets. If you're a Mets fan, you know this is New York's best place to see David Wright and all your favorite players.
Just words, not of these guys. Mets baseball on the CW11 all season long.
WPIX and baseball have gone together since the New York Giants game started airing on the station in 1949. The Yankees' first season premiere on the station in 1951. The New York Yankees are arguably the greatest team in sports history, with the greatest players of all time and the most memorable moments. Channel 11 was right there, bringing it to you live.
And what are those Yankees? They have come here in Boston, and they have beat the Red Sox again. Everybody's happy. The final score: the Yankees 5, the Red Sox 4, and the Yankees win the 1978 American League Eastern Pennant.
If you are a Yankees fan of a certain age, then you probably grew up watching Mickey Mantle, Yogi Berra, Joe DiMaggio, and other Yankee greats on WPIX as well. In 1957, WPIX unveiled this famous trio of Rizzuto, Mel Allen, and Red Barber to broadcast the Yankee game.
The broadcasting booth, you better give us the game, you can put it on your house.
And if you were lucky enough to be watching the game on July 17, 1959, you saw something that changed the game forever. That was the day the world saw its very first instant replay. A ninth-inning single against the Chicago White Sox had spoiled Ralph Terry's no-hitter for the Yankees. WPIX sportscaster Mel Allen asked the director, Jack Murphy, to see the hit replayed on videotape. It was in 1965 that the station aired another first, this time the first color-cast of Yankees baseball. Rizzuto would go on to enjoy a 40-year career as a radio and television sports announcer for the Yankees, becoming known for his popular but eccentric style.
High fly and well, it's in the air. Happy birthday to Deputy Labazan. I want to say hello to the boys at Castle Harbor. Waiting for it's going to be up the alley for extra bases. Oh, why don't I shoot up? And that's gone. Holy cow, he's going to charge in that one.
After renovations of the old stadium in 1976, WPIX announcers had the privilege of welcoming viewers to the new house that Ruth built and continue the coverage for decades. The viewers came to expect greatness from the Yankees, and greatness from the stations that broadcast the Yankees as well. For 47 years, the station was the broadcast home of the New York Yankees. There were many great moments, almost always with Bill Rizzuto announcing brilliantly. It was through his coverage of Yankees baseball that Pix gained perhaps its greatest fame and identity. And fittingly, 1998, the Yankees captured their 11th Major League title on the broadcast of Channel 11. But in 1999, Channel 11 became the over-the-air broadcast destination for the New York Mets. Pix was the first to broadcast a Subway Series in 1956. And 50 years later, Channel 11 continues this crosstown city rivalry each year. The city comes alive with baseball fever, and WPIX leads the cheers. Those were the days.
Gotta be up, yo, a homemade bat, and a brand new pair of shoes. You know I think it's time to give this game a ride. Just hit the ball, and does you know, a moment in the sun. It's the going, and you can't tell that one is bad. Come in, go, I'm ready to play today. Come in, go, I'm ready to play today. Look at me, got me, and here.
And still a station of firsts. The station became the first New York television station on June 15, 2001 to air an interleague Mets versus Yankees game in full high definition on its digital channel.
This is New York Mets baseball live on the WPIX.
But the station couldn't air sports and news all the time. As it was then, and is still now, something for everyone on Channel 11. The Clay Cole Show rocked New York television with top stars, all the hot performers. Bobby Rydell, Chubby Checker, Sam Cooke, Dion, Hit Clay Show, including, in 1954, the Rolling Stones in their first East Coast television appearance.
And the big shockwave of the Rolling Stones.
WPIX is always provided some of the best kids shows of the day. In 1955, WPIX became the first New York station to air the Our Gang Little Rascals film on their daily hit TV show, The Clubhouse Gang.
Come on, Buckwheat. I think you're in trouble again. Then how? By the way, Buckwheat, how old are you? How old are you, Buckwheat? Put your hand here. You promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and everything but the truth? I do. Now judge what happens.
Joe Bolton, the station's weatherman, found a new audience hosting the Clubhouse as Officer Joe, who taught respect for authority and consideration for others. Officer Joe and Captain Jack will become beloved children's programming hosts for over a decade.
6 bells, all is well, and welcome aboard, ladies.
Into the 70s, hosting, among other favorites, The Popeye Show, The Little Rascal Show, and of course, The Three Stooges. New York kids of the 50s and 60s grew up watching WPIX stars like Officer Joe Bolton, Chuck McCann, Jack McCarthy, Beachcomber Bill, The Merry Mailman, Sherry Lewis, and Bill Britton, who plays the loved Bozo the Clown.
Well, look who's coming this way. Here comes our friend, William Muscle.
Who in the 60s aired in the afternoon, also known as Peanut Butter and Jelly Time. In the 1970s, the station had a schedule jam-packed with the most popular cartoons of the day. And who could ever forget Channel 11's game show with kids, WPIX, airing during commercial breaks. Lucky viewers got called to play this game live.
Okay, you have 3 seconds to play. Just say Pix to score by hitting the moving target. Ready? Go.
Channel 11 would broadcast an Intellivision video game over the air that the viewer would play by saying the word Pix into the phone, activating the firepower. The more invaders you were able to strike, the more points you racked up, and the more prizes you could win.
That's right, it is Cougar. Congratulations. We'll be sending you a $50 U.S. savings bond. Oh, it's fun to have a big winner.
Behind the scenes, the voice activation was really operated in the control room, pushing the buttons. But it was the Magic Garden with Carol Demas, Paula Janis, and of course, Sherlock the Squirrel that charmed young viewers for a decade.
Aloha! Aloha! Sherlock!
Carol and Paula's colorful style, their wonderful catchy music, their chuckle patch, and lots of storytelling captivated its fans, and still has a devoted following of viewers even today.
Wouldn't it be fun to sing along to children today in different languages?
Hey, that's a great idea.
Would you sing the hello song with us?
Okay.
Okay, let's all sing together. Ready? It's nice to say hello. Hello. Bonjour, hello, hola. It's nice to say hello. Hello, and how are you? It's nice to shake your hand. Shake hands, shake hands. It's nice to shake your hand. Shake hands, and how are you? I'm fine, me too. We're fine, and how are you? I'm fine, me too. We're fine, and how are you? Oh, that was fun.
The WPIX at 60th Anniversary Special is brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts, American Airlines, and Dodge Journey. Chrysler Dodge
For just $169 a month. Long live the road trip. Toyota, the smart way to keep moving forward.
How about we play wishing WPIX a happy 60th birthday?
Welcome back to Channel 11 Syndicated at Every season for the last 50 years, from sports, children's programming to the news, WPIX has always excelled in bringing our audience an array of exciting programming. It was in 1951 that the station aired 8 days of exclusive telecast on the Senate Crime Commission grilling America's rating monsters. The coverage showed a side of life many viewers have never seen before.
Someone's up to heaven, and I don't believe the honest truth ever be told about it.
Men I was around that gangster things were not gangsters or racketeers or whatever you call these other people. The only time I ever got anything from them was going out and having fun and maybe a few presents. And when mob boss Frank Costello threatened not to talk if the camera wasn't taken off his face.
You refuse to testify, brother?
Absolutely. All due respect to the which I put an awful lot of respect for it. I'm not going to answer another question. He just says I'm not going to arrest and I'm going to walk out.
WPIX focused instead on his nervous finger. That became one of the most memorable images in TV history. It was also in 1951 that the station expanded its newscast to a half hour.
And now WPIX is on the air.
Anchored by John Tillman, Guy Legault, Jack McCarthy, and Joe Golden.
Here's the news at 8:55, brought to you by Downhill and Airway.
Award-winning journalist John Tillman interviewed many great personalities throughout the years.
Well, Casey, here we are at long last right down to the wire here with the 1956 series, and I must say you look as cool, calm, and collected as a whole truckload of cucumbers. How do you feel?
Among one of Tillman's many achievements was his coverage of the dramatic sinking of the Andrea Doria in 1956.
WPIX presents the story of Politics, the Channel 11 newsreel. The prize the Italian fleet, the luxury liner, the 29,000-ton Andrea Doria, while we're here in the Atlantic Ocean. Certainly is a sorry sight, a very sad sight indeed.
30 years later, viewers would see her fate opened up live on PIX. Although the names have changed, WPIX Channel 11 has always brought quality news to our viewers.
This is Action News with Pat Roberts, Steve Hart, Jeff Gibbon, and Kurt George Sports.
This station has won many awards for news and became the first independent station to win a New York Area Emmy Award for Outstanding Newscast.
Good evening, I'm Morton Dean. Note this, I am in today. I'm Martin Starr.
And I'm Donna Hanover.
I joined Channel 11 in 1980, but the first story I covered here was the murder of John Lennon and the outpouring of grief of young people gathering in Central Park and singing Give Peace a Chance and crying. I'll never forget the tears of the people who turned out by the thousands mourning the death of Beatle John Lennon.
Who realized someone could kill such a beautiful person?
Today, the CW11 News team features some of the city's most recognized journalists and personalities, including Heidi Tong, Jim Watkins, Sal Marciano, Mr. G, and Mary Murphy.
American donated organs and what's being done about it. Step under Mary Murphy investigates the threat to you tonight on the CW11 News at 10.
When the station introduced their first morning newscast in 2000, it won an Emmy Award as New York's best morning news, its first year on the air. In 2001, WPIX unveiled an improved Air 11 with the nation's first all-digital TV news helicopter. The chopper is able to send razor-sharp images from as far away as 100 miles from the WPIX control room.
After you wake up, get caught up with the CW11 morning news feed. Opening developments.
For government crisis scale, right now, police are investigating a home.
We have 5 people in
local stories from your neighborhood.
For live over West Orange, Staten Island.
Plus, other team and traffic report to plan your day. So get caught up with the CW11 morning news. Weekdays from 5 to 9 a.m. News you need from the city you love.
WPIX also produces the weekly news program CW11 News Close-Up, hosted by the station's award-winning anchor, Marvin Scott.
My favorite news close-up was the one we did with Dr. Jerry Lewis. He talked about what he attributed his success. Simply, he said, even though he was approaching age, he never advanced beyond the age of 9. So he was a kid his entire life. There are so many things that I'm proud of stories I've covered in interviews I've done, but none more so than the 2 trips we made to Iraq.
Pleased to meet you, man. Good to see you. New York here from Brooklyn. Sarah J. Hill High School, 345 Hughes Street, Brooklyn, New York, and John J. Kelly.
The news operation has matured from 1948 to 2008 into one of the finest of any station. This station has also been a true friend to the community, from award-winning local programs that address societal problems and concerns of the Tri-State area, like Best Talk, or Richard Hughes' editorial to the famous sign-off,
What's your opinion? We'd like to know.
or televising the best of local and cultural traditions, broadcasting the first St. Patrick's Day Parade in 1949, airing for more than 4 decades until 1992, and the Midnight Mass at St. Patrick's Cathedral, which spans more than 40 years and is still a magnificent holiday tradition on our television schedule. Parades, fireworks, and locally produced specials have long been a staple of WPIX. It's been through our camera run that we've been able to keep you up to speed with what's important, as well as giving you a cultural taste of what makes this city such a beautiful mosaic.
The WPIX's 60th anniversary special is brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts, American Airlines, and Dodge Journey. Discover Flex. Ford.
In 1958, WPIX entered the film syndication field with its groundbreaking Documentaries or Documentaries for television, the first station in the nation to take this step.
This is the story of a beautiful woman. Some call her she-devil, some call her saint.
This is Antarctica, danger, continent 7. This is the story of Mussolini's last day among the living. The Secret Life of Adolf Hitler was one of Channel 11's early documentaries, attracting huge audiences.
What kind of man was this fucking touting fanatic of a third Reich?
It shocked New Yorkers with never-before-seen footage of Hitler and his mistress, Eva Braun.
Perhaps it is account of the causes of the playful mood. Perhaps it is an escape from the frightening decisions being made at these meetings.
Of course, there's not a more popular WPIX original than The Yule Log. Christmas just isn't Christmas in New York without 11's Yule Log's mesmerizing glow. This famous Lupa film, a simple blend of video and Christmas carols, has been a Christmas card to our viewers.
The WPIX Yule Log is a celebration of the Christmas spirit with the warmth and good cheer of a Yule Log fire.
Created in 1956 by then station manager Fred Thrower, the idea was sparked when Fred saw a cola ad with a fireplace in it on TV.
I remember the exact moment when Dad had the idea for the Yule Log. We were watching TV in bed, and a Coca-Cola came on, and a fireplace came, and it was a really pretty fireplace, and it was very, very real. And Dad and I both remarked about how it felt as though it was really right there in the room with us. And I could see the idea forming in his mind. He said, wouldn't it be nice to have people who don't have fireplaces to be able to enjoy something like that in their homes for the holidays? And that was it.
Red's idea was to give New York apartment dwellers their own fireplace on Christmas Day. Originally filmed in Gracie Mansion, the Yule log has been dubbed the first music video.
The next thing I know, he'd taken all of our Christmas dates back to the office so that they could start recording music immediately. He's got a huge collection. He just grabbed them, took them in, and gave them to people at PIX, and that's when it started.
The music will be heard both on WPIX TV and in FM stereo on WPIX FM 101.9, and was carefully selected from 53 separate stereo albums, and is adored by its fans.
Perhaps when you look back in history, all this will say, how did the fire become so connected to Christmas? And the books will say, WPIX AT.
Now, also broadcast in HD, the log, with its simple one-camera shot of the fire, continues to brightly burn now over 40 years since it was first lit.
'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the station we dusted off our Yule log for its holiday presentation. But stockings were hung by the TV with care, knowing the old Yule log soon would be there. It's done in HD so the fire burns bright, and this year it's 3 hours to make the holidays just right. So when you turn on your TV this cold Christmas day, you'll see we done things the old-fashioned way, cause the Yule log is back by special request. Happy Christmas to all and to all the very best.
And airs paired with another WPIX tradition, the 1934 Royal and Party timeless masterpiece, March of the Wooden Soldiers.
WPIX also had a long-standing affair with movies, and extending its feature library is one of the largest in town by 1980. Big stars and hit titles satisfied viewers, and WPIX showed more hours of movies per week than any of its competitors in town.
The biggest stars, the best directors, and one of the finest movie libraries in the world. You are watching New York's one and only movie station, the WB Channel 11. And now, we proudly present tonight's 8 o'clock movie.
Syndicated series have always been an important part of the station's schedule. Of course, no show is more loved or is played longer on WPIX than the New York classic, The Honeymooners. Reruns of the series starring the great one, Jackie Gleason, first appeared on the station in 1957. The series has brought a waterfall of laughs to many generations of viewers, and even today, 51 years later, the New Year's Honeymooners Marathon is still going strong thanks to great moments like this.
Now, swing. First, step up. Right your feet firmly on the ground and address the ball. Wait. What do I mean by address the ball? What's it there? Wait a little further, maybe explain. Oh, that's the ball. Wait a minute. I think I know what it means there. Wait, please talk. Yeah, right your feet firmly.
From one not-so-great golfer to 3 others, the Stooges have also been a PIX favorite for both kids and adults over the years.
Oh, what happened? Nothing. Look! It fell in a hole. Just my luck.
Yet syndicated shows are a hallmark of the station.
Green sky, hello blue.
Channel 11 has always strived to bring happy days to viewers.
You can't be wrong. Rock and roll. Oh, yes, wait, now watch me. Oh, hey.
As well as television's finest odd couple who taught us a lot about assuming between laughs.
Why, I just assumed that
Did you say you assume? Your Honor, may the counsel use that blackboard? Yes. Thank you, Mr. Left. You should never assume, because when you assume, you make an act of
Sometimes we were taken into a new generation to boldly go where no one has gone before. Holding on to our intergalactic chairs at home, we watched the Starship Enterprise battle through the final frontier.
Leave us. We passed your little test. I'm from Canada. Get off my ship.
Channel 11 has brought viewers the best in syndication, from the Cramptons to the Cunninghams to incompatible roommates, to Klingons to shows about nothing, our Fresh Prince, Raymond, and of course our favorite friend.
Speak French, which according to my resume, I'm fluent in.
Joey, you shouldn't lie on your resume.
Yeah, you really shouldn't. By the way, how was that year-long gig in Cairo?
It was okay.
And most recently, a modern odd couple, 2.5 Men.
I think I might be in love with Mia.
Big deal. You've always been in love with you. Very funny. I thought so. Do you think so? And WPIX has always invested in making viewers laugh over the last 60 years, and that's certainly something to dance about.
Happy birthday, Channel 11. You don't look a day over 58. Say it again.
5-star safety rating. Toyota Sienna. Lease one purchase $249 a month. Or get $1,500 cash back. Between luxury and soccer practice. Lies Sienna. The smart way to keep moving forward.
What's up, everybody? This is Bill Bellamy, and I would like to wish WPIX a happy 60th. Girl, you can always write something gay on it. Hi, everybody. I'm Maury Povich. Happy 60th anniversary, Channel 11.
After 46 years of true independence, WPIX became the 5th network in 1995 when it joined the WB television network. And when the network premiered what would become its signature series, Dawson's Creek, it didn't know that this teenage drama would introduce new faces who would become big stars.
Hi, I'm Joey. I lived on the creek and we've never met, ever.
So, Jenny, are you just visiting?
Yeah, my grandfather, they were in a collapse, and so they had to replace it with a plastic tube. My parents sent me to help out for a while.
So, you're going to school here?
Yeah, 10th grade.
Hey, cool. Let's do it, yeah.
Oh, good. It was my grandma's wedding. I should go, but it was really nice to meet you guys, and I'll see you in school.
It's not too late, yeah.
It's not sooner.
Right.
In 1997, the WB began to cover the teen audience.
I think the thing that deciding your kids were 15 now.
Yeah.
We've been high school Monday?
Yeah.
And I have breath.
This resulted with the network getting its first real taste of success with Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which became a hit as a mid-season replacement in 1997.
My boy. Really don't get it. You tried to kill her, but you couldn't. Look at you, you're a wreck. To kill this girl, you have to love her.
It debuted with the highest Monday night ratings in the network's history, attracting not only new teenage viewers, but new advertisers as well.
You made me the man I am today.
You can't do it. You can't kill me.
Give me time.
For 11 years, the WB aired many hits that would become classics for a younger generation. Actors and their characters on shows like Seventh Heaven grew up on the network.
Lucy Camden, will you marry me?
Thank you. All right, we're ready. Here she is. Isn't she beautiful?
But on September 17, 2006, the WB went dark, and a new network emerged, the CW. The name originated from the first letter of the names of the two corporations, UPN, owned by CBS and Warner Brothers. It features a mixture of best programming from both TV networks, with smash hit shows like America's Next Top Model and many more.
Let me fill that wind in the hair. Work it. 3 seconds. You got an outfit. Show that outfit. Look at my outfit. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Work. Turn around.
As New York is the largest television market in the country, WPIX proudly carries the title as the CW's flagship station. And Channel 11 isn't just a television destination anymore. The station's website was launched in 1997.
Stars, a show spoiler, and this scoop you can't get anywhere else. Get more of all these WB only at WB11.com. Listen, please.
CW11.com embodies everything that makes a person feel good about being a New Yorker. Great programming, content, news coverage that keeps people informed and gives people a chance to talk back.
Cowboy Patrol, all those reality TV celebrities.
It is a great place for fans of our shows and station to learn more, watch more, connect with us, and connect with other fans. We provide unique original content that goes above and beyond what the station is putting out on the airwaves.
Gossip Girl's back, so I'm going to put you both on the spot because I've heard you both do Chuck this morning, so really quickly say hi, I'm Ed Westwick as the intro. Oh, hello. My name's Ed Westwick, and I'm James Ford. And now go ahead, go. I'm Ed Westwick,
From being first on the scene to first on the screen, airing the first instant replay, the first music video, and coverage of the area with the city's first HD helicopter, WPIX has a 60-year history of firsts and has remained true to its history as a trendsetter and a pioneer in the broadcasting industry. Most of all, it is in our viewers' hearts and memories that we have always tried to be number one. Right down to it, one should truly marvel at the 60 years of over-the-air broadcasting this station has provided. For bringing you news coverage, entertainment, sports, locally produced programs, WPIX has taken tremendous pride in being a station that provides you, the viewer, with an array of our very best.
That's why it's no surprise that Channel 1 is such a popular destination people can turn to, but more importantly, a station they can trust. We hope you've enjoyed our 60-year anniversary special, and that you will continue to tune in for many more years to come. From the Daily News Building, I'm Heidi Cobb.
And I'm Jim Watkins. Before you know, we'd like to thank all the employees who have contributed to Channel 1's 60 years of television service, with a special thank you for our longest tenured employee who's been here 43 years, Mr. Ed Foote.
That is what we hope to do.
If you live that long.
On behalf of everyone, thank you for watching, and happy birthday, WPIX.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Thank you.
WPIX. Happy birthday to you.